Hello fellow collectors and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at Core Class Thundercracker from the Transformers Legacy Evolution line from Hasbro. So pretty standard packaging for Core Class here. We have some nice artwork of the jet mode up here on the flap. And then over here on the side we have some nice artwork of Thundercracker in robot mode. Then we have the standard half of the picture for Evolution this year. Not really too much going on the bottom or the top, just have the Evolution logo there. Spinning it around to the back, we have some nice product shots of the robot mode and the vehicle mode, and we're pretty familiar with this mold at this point. We've seen it already as Starscream and Skywarp, but nice to finally complete the Seeker trio. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get Thundercracker out of the packaging here, and we'll take a closer look. Here is Thundercracker out of the packaging, looking very blue. But that is the signature color, so it makes sense. Head sculpt, I think, looks pretty good. Again, pretty much what we're used to. It's kind of hard to see. He does have red eyes, but they're kind of... There we go, that's a good angle. They're sunken in deep with the head crest there, so it's a little difficult to see them. But really nice red eyes, silver paint there for the face. Nice silver paint here on the chest, a little bit of yellow here for the cockpit. And then you have the forearms and hands, which are one solid piece, painted black. I believe that actually is a blue piece, but painted black. Same with the feet and wings down here. So I think he's pretty much molded entirely in blue, and then the individual pieces are just painted. But for the most part, I think he looks pretty good. And again, we've seen this mold before. So you have a head swivel side to side, ball joint in the shoulder, so you can, go around out to the side there. Ball joint in the elbow. I don't think he has a waist swivel because of transformation. No, that's all one solid piece there. But he does have nice ball joint for the hips. So really far out to the side, really far forward. Kick a little bit back, but then of course it hits into the backpack piece here. And then you have a ball joint in the knee. Nothing ankle tilt-wise or anything in the ankles. But it's a good little mold. I like it a lot. And he does come with the null rays, which is something that is sorely lacking on Skywarp, especially now. So let's go ahead. Let's bring in the others. So here is Starscream. And I don't know why, but I always have trouble getting them to stand. It's really not an issue. It's just I'm bad at posing them. And then we have Skywarp as well. So the three look great together. I really do like having the mold 3 times. But it is definitely noticeable that he does not have the null rays. They need to do some kind of accessory set or something and get us those. Or just pack him in with another deluxe character or something. I don't know. Something where it makes sense. Pack them in somewhere. I do think it's funny though when you look at these figures, they all have the exact same paint applications. So they each have the accent color on the toes and the one set of wings, on the forearms and hands. Then you have this. Now see, Starscream actually has more red than the other two. You can see how the silver stops at this point here, but Starscream actually has the little bit of extra red. Then they have the yellow for the cockpits. And that's pretty much it. So, especially with, if I put Starscream off to the side, you can see with Skywarp and Thundercracker, they have the exact same paint applications. This was molded entirely in blue, and this was molded entirely in black. And then they had the same paint applications done. But it works. I mean, it's fine. I just think it's kind of hilarious. I feel like this should probably go all the way down, and then this crotch piece should also be silver, and that's really all that's missing, honestly. Same for him as well. But in any case, I think it's a good mold. I like having the trio complete. I think Thundercracker looks pretty great. Let's go ahead and transform him into vehicle mode. Alright, so we're going to go ahead. I took the null rays off temporarily. We're going to start by opening up the chest here. This is going to pop open like so. You can kind of put the wings all the way back just to kind of get the full amount of the room that you will need. And then you can flip this section up so that this can come forward and kind of hinge down and then bring the feet down. And that will allow you to rotate this section 180 degrees. And then you can start to bring these pieces back up. And you want to make sure that the robot head is out of the way so that you can bring this up and pop up the canopy piece here. And it's a little weird and finicky, but you kind of just have to bring this around, and I guess technically the order needs to be correct to get everything to fit where it's supposed to, so that it fits and sits where it's supposed to here. Then we'll turn the head around 180 and pop that up into there. And then we're just going to peg the feet together, flip these pieces like this. There we go. And then flip down the two side wings. And then this is just going to come up and peg right in there. And I still feel like this is not dropped down. There we go. Okay, there's little tabs there that you have to make sure to drop that down on top of. Now we're good. Then this is going to just close up down here on this side like this, and then bring down the wings. And then there are these little tabs here on the forearms that are going to tab in right there. So just rotate them at the elbow ball joint and tab them underneath. And if you've transformed Starscream or Skywarp at this point, it's exactly the same transformation. So that's why I'm kind of going through it fairly quickly, because we've definitely seen it before. And I don't have those pegged in together correctly. Okay, no, they did, but this thing is giving me a problem. Why is this not closing up? There it goes. And then we can come back under here and peg. I guess technically you don't have to remove them because they do stay in the exact same place, just pegged into the side of the shoulders there. But there we go. We have Thundercracker completely transformed. I've always liked Thundercracker's vehicle mode just because I think the red stripes look really good with the blue. You get that little bit of silver, the yellow. It's just a nice mash of colors here, and I think this looks really good. You got a little bit of black here. Yeah, just overall, I thought originally that these were red. I'm probably wrong about that, but overall, I think the vehicle mode looks pretty great. And then, of course, we have to get a group shot of all three of the jets looking really good. It's being, I'm trying to put Thundercracker in the front here because it's his video, but I do feel like this is the correct configuration. But either way, all three of these jets look really great together. I think Thundercracker is great. There's not too much to be surprised about here with this mold. We've seen it twice before with Starscream and Skywarp, but it's nice to have the Seeker Trio finally complete. I think they did a really nice job here. Good paint applications. I do wish that there were a few more paint applications, but I said the same thing with Starscream and Skywarp, so I guess there's really no reason for them to start now. But overall, it's still a fun little toy. I like the transformation. It's very kind of interesting, the fact that there's kind of two different cockpit pieces, which is always kind of fun. But yeah, it's a really fun little transformation. It's a great little figure, nice articulation, pretty good paint applications for the most part. And again, really nice to have all three of the Seekers complete now. I'd be very interested to see if they would try to retool this a little bit and make cone heads out of it. I'd be interested to see how that would work. Could be really interesting. So we'll see if that happens next. Not sure or not. But in any case, definitely think if you have the other two, absolutely worth picking this guy up. Plus, he does have his accessories again. I really hope they do something to get null rays for Skywarp at some point because they really need them. But very happy they included him here for Thundercracker. So really nothing to complain about with this guy. You should know what to expect at this point, and I think he's a lot of fun. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks so much for watching.